I was watching RT America, listening to Rick Sanchez, and he played President Dwight Eisenhower's farewell speech to America, talking and warning about the military industrial complex. And he warned everyone at that time about it, saying that it will always be present, the threat of it being part of our society and ruining us, basically, taking control and doing whatever it wants to do. He warned that the military industrial complex can, and if not watched, will control our financial lives, which is true right now. But did he really warn us? I'm going to say he didn't. When you have an audience and you tell everyone, hey, you need to look out for this, but you don't explain what this is and how it can ruin things, and especially how you can stop said thing from ruining things, you haven't warned anyone of anything. That's the truth. From my perspective. I mean, if I tell you, hey, you've never been to the United States. You've never seen, let's say, a terror bird. No one ever has. But then you come here and I say, hey, it's a great country. Mind your P's and Q's, be respectful, and watch out for terror birds. And you're like, okay, the first thing one should ask, what is a terror bird? And that honestly shouldn't even be their responsibility. The responsibility goes on the one that's warning. So you say, warn, look, watch out for terror birds. See, you need to explain. Okay, so look, I know you're new here. So a terror bird is a 6 to 8 foot tall bipedal carnivore. Large, massive beak, and pretty much poke your heart out without even trying. They're fast on 2 legs. So you need to always stay near, not cliffs, you need to stay near, the edges of walls, of hills and valleys. You need to stay near where your home is. And make sure your home is made of something of, like dense dirt or rock surrounding it or something. And make sure that your meat is fully cooked, never raw. You warn of that. You draw a picture. This is what the terror bird looks like. This is how it hunts. And if you have A, B, and C, it will be the D that get you. So you warn. So when you say, watch out for the military industrial complex, but not give any advice or wisdom or knowledge, facts, or description thereof, then all anyone can do is what they actually did. They listened to Dwight Eisenhower. Some hated him, some loved him, some didn't care. Divided 33% country, with the 1% saying, if we can buy him, we'll love him. So they just heard, watch out for the military industrial complex. And they listened to him. Some were sad to see him go. Some wanted him to go, and some didn't care the other way. The 1% were mad that they didn't buy him. That's how that worked. And everyone just lived their life, and what happened was the military industrial complex, it grew. And we're in it now. We're in it. It's a plutocracy. It's where we are. So if you got the money, if you got those big contracts and you're paying the government officials, they'll make sure you get the wars that is needed for you to make these weapons, so that the government uses tax money to pay for said weapons to defend the country, and you get millions and billions of dollars annually, let alone quarterly, and let alone with these with these subsidiaries, these welfare checks in excess of 150 million, and sometimes double or triple that, just because you don't want to give money to the poor people that need it. Let's just give it to the wealthy people that really don't have a need for any money at all anymore. That's how it works. And I think Dwight Eisenhower failed to actually warn us, of the military-industrial complex. Those are my thoughts. Those are my reasonings. Please leave a comment down below on if you agree or disagree. Let me know why. I think it's important to tell people what you're warning them about and why you're warning them and what it looks like and how you can prevent it. If you don't have any of that, I think it's best to just not say anything. Not unless you say something hopes to warn them so they can look it up somewhere. But at that time, there was nowhere to look it up. All they had was the news. That's all they had. And pretty much is not all we got now. But those that do go out and vote, that's all they care to see. Think about that. This is Sidra Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.